Hey guys and gals, Jeff here with the Common Sense Camper. Let's talk about first aid kits. Now I want to preface this video with the fact that Surviveware did contact me via email and they said, hey, we've got a couple first aid kits we think you might be interested in reviewing. So they asked me which one I wanted and I chose this one. This is their small kit. They also have, I believe it's the small, the large, the waterproof, and then they have a survival first aid kit as well. So they sent this to me, and when I first opened it, I was like, finally someone understands what a first aid kit really should be. Now, most of your first aid kits that you buy, like off the shelf, say you're in your local drug mart or whatever you want to call it, and you buy one of those kits, or a lot of them that you buy online that say, it's a boat kit or a camping kit or a car first aid kit, what you get is a bunch of Band-Aids that you'll never use in the next 10 years, and you get maybe some aspirin, and they'll throw in a bunch of those little cleaning cloths, those little alcohol swabs. Okay, so first things first, you open this up and they put in here some Ziploc bags, very small ones, and these are for your medications. Now the pouch itself is really well made. I'm not sure the material, but it's a really stout, like canvas material. The zippers do not say YKK on them, but they definitely operate just as nicely as a YKK zipper. So no issues there with the quality of this bag. This is going to last you a very long time. The other thing I like about it is on the back they put two ways to mount this. So you have a Velcro attachment like this, so you can put that on the shoulder strap of a backpack. You can also put this on, let's say you have a Jeep with the roll bars, and you could actually wrap that around the roll bars if they're long enough. If not, you could always add to that. It also allows you these two that just snap together so that you can hang it either horizontal or vertical, which I really like. I like it when there's something like this that allows you two different ways to mount it. So you could also mount this on like the handle grip part of your vehicle, whether it be in the back seat. Like I'm looking at this, like maybe just attaching this to the back seat handle, the door handle. So that's really nice that they give you those two options on mounting it. So inside of the kit, again, like I said, the zippers are just really smooth. So inside the kit, when you open this, you're going to see this. Now, if you join their VIP club, they will send you a free flashlight. Now, I haven't joined up for this yet, so I'm not sure what you have to do. It's probably no more than just giving them your email, and they'll send you a free flashlight, which I think is pretty generous. The other thing that I like that's in here is there is a card in here that tells you everything that is in this kit, and it's not a generic one. This actually says your small first aid kit. So this is not one that they just stick in every one. This is very specific to this, and I did check everything on this little business card is in this kit, and there's nothing on here that isn't in here or vice versa. It also on the back gives you a discount card for 15% off your next purchase. You can also buy these on Amazon. So with them sending this to me, they also are giving all my subscribers or anyone that views this video a special discount. So when you go to purchase this, you can use the discount code CS CAMP 10. So that's the letter C, the letter S, CAMP 10, and you'll get a special discount. So I'll list that code below with a link to their website. They sell other things other than just first aid kits, and I'll also attach the Amazon link so that if you want to purchase it there, you can do so. So I thought that was really good that they have that in there. The other nice thing that they provide is in the back here. They give you kind of a how-to or a 101 on first aid. So everything that's in this kit is addressed in this booklet, which I think is a great idea, because there may be some things that you know, may not be an immediate emergency, like someone cut themselves and you've kind of maintained the bleeding, it's not a bad idea just to brush up and go to the, you know, the section on, you know, it's got choking, head injuries, you know, it talks about spinal injuries, poisoning, heart attack, frostbite. There's just all kinds of things in here that are going to help you navigate through this kit if you do encounter something like that. So this kit has the stuff that I wish more first aid kits had, because these are the things that you never get. So down here, and all these things are in nice stretch pockets, very clearly labeled. So down here, pressure bandages, wounds, sprains, and snake bites. So there you go. So there's a compression bandage with the little butterflies, just like they're gonna do to you in the hospital or in an emergency squad. And here you have the skin cleaning wipes. Now these are the wipes I say that there's like millions of in the other first aid kits, and then just a bunch of band-aids. But these have antiseptic towels and alcohol prep pads in there. So it has both of those. And these are generous sizes. They're not those little tiny ones that are like the size of a postage stamp. Then you have cotton gauze swabs, and you also have eye pads. Now, if you've ever had an eye injury, you will appreciate these, how important these really are. And obviously you want to keep those clean. You don't want to open it and, you know, keep them in here in the dust and everything and then go to use it on your eye. It's not going to work very well. So that's definitely one. Just, you know, a lot of this, just leave it in its packages. There's no sense in opening it. Everything's very clearly labeled, so you don't have to do that. The next thing is wound closures. So this is basically your bandages. These are your different size band-aids, which is great. It's all I need. I don't need 100 different sizes of band-aids. Back here you have an emergency blanket. You also have the triangular bandages. And then this again has some instructions on how to actually use this. In the center pocket here, you have a whistle, and then you also have a, well, I guess what they call like a conforming bandage. It's kind of just a cotton cloth type bandage. And then you also have some Q-tips in here, which I think was a nice touch, because again, if you've ever had something in your eye and it's like in the corner of your eye and you can't get to it, a lot of times if you have a mirror, which is something I would add to this kit, a mirror, you can get that out of your eye. And then back here, you have a real pair of shears. There are 3 safety pins, a real pair of tweezers. All right, not the cheap plastic ones that you can't actually use. These are very, very precise, very precise. So these are going to help out a lot with splinters or whatever you may be, whatever you need to use a pair of tweezers for. Then there's also a splinter probes. There's 2 splinter probes. And I've been told, and I've never used it, but I've been told that you can also use these for tick removal. Don't take my word for it though, look that up first, but I remember someone telling me you could actually use those for tick removal as well. So here you have your tape, your medical tape. You have some adhesive bandages. Again, these are kind of like those flat strap type bandages, adhesive dressings. And you'll notice every one of these items are very easy to get in and out of. They're not so loose that stuff's falling around, but yet they're not so tight that you can't maneuver through this thing pretty easily and get to everything. So everything just kind of goes back in its place and works really well. Then in here you have your CPR kit, and that's basically your gloves, a cleaning wipe, and then your mouth apparatus so that you're not actually touching the person if you are giving them CPR. Now, 2 things that I would add to this They're very minor things. One would be a mirror, especially if I'm going to keep this just in my truck and it's something I'm going to use for myself. So I'd add a mirror, but obviously if I'm in my vehicle, I have plenty of mirrors on my vehicle. So I might just add a little those little round cosmetic mirrors in here. I would also add a lighter to it, not a big deal. And then the third thing I would add to this, and I'm gonna caution you with this, is I would put a tourniquet in here. Now, the only reason I caution you with that is if you have not had first aid training and specifically on how to use a tourniquet, I would not venture to go out and get a tourniquet and put it in here just so you have it. Because most situations where you're going to need a tourniquet, unless you're out in the middle of nowhere on a trail, there is usually 911's not too far away. If you apply a tourniquet incorrectly, or you apply a tourniquet on someone or a situation where it is not warranted, they could lose their limb. They could also lose their life if you don't know how to do it. So I would caution anyone before using a tourniquet or putting this in their first aid kit that you go out and get trained on how to use it. So what do I think of this? I think it's great. It retails for $36.95 on their website. I think that is a more than fair price for what you get with this. And they give you future discounts for future purchases. And the other cool thing is that they are giving my viewers a discount by just watching this video. So go check out their website. Again, it's Surviveware. I'll show you the logo there. Surviveware.com. And they have other things on their website. So go check them out. And I think this is something that I'm going to really, really enjoy, and something that I don't really have to put a bunch of modifications to. It is good the way it is. Like I said, I'd add a lighter, a small compact makeup mirror, and my personal preference would be to put a tourniquet in here, and then obviously some medications, Advil, there's easy things that you already have at your house. So I like it. I'm digging it. This is Jeff with the Common Sense Camper, camping out.